Hello. Welcome back to the New
Perspective
Podcast.
Podcast. Yeah. Yeah.
The New Perspective Podcast. My mama chewed tobacco when she had me. That went off the rails.
Yeah,
real quick. My
real
bad.
fast.
My bad. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm your host, Magic Head Johnson. You are,
and I'm also your host, Pineapple Express.
yes. And today we're going to be calling out Hollywood.
Yeah. So I've got a lot to say about this because, man, this is so annoying.
It makes me very angry. I have one thing to say before we really get into this. If you're watching this video, thank you.
We appreciate you.
We really do. I mean, we have what, 20 followers, and sometimes we get 21, and my heart is just it's ecstatic.
I mean, that's a good following.
Yeah, man.
Having 21 out of like 24 people.
Honestly, I was trying to see if there's a way I could kind of rig the system and just like put like a K at the end of that. I mean, just one letter. It's just one letter, you know. I'm happy with our 21 followers. 24?
I think it's 24.
What a milestone, man. We should have like a giveaway or something. Give away a Tesla or something like that. But I just wanted to say thank you for listening. We are going to be talking about I'm doing this in quotes, strong female leads in Hollywood movies.
Now, let's just preface this by saying there is nothing wrong with having a female lead. Like, we are not over here saying that females can't be leads.
That is exactly... No, I'm kidding. Oh. No, I mean, there are countless movies where the lead is female and the movie's amazing. With that being said, there's been this new wave of movies in Hollywood where they feel the need to
force.
Not even just a female lead, but really any lead that's like a minority or somebody who they feel would be oppressed in society. They put them as the lead, and I mean, you saw this a lot in Star Wars, where
gosh.
they don't even get me started. First of all, they made the lead a female, which nothing wrong with that. Everybody was interested when they saw. They're like, "Oh, cool, a new Jedi. I wonder what's going to happen." And
they had so much room to grow from the first episode.
Yeah.
You know what? I was like, you know what? She grew up on a slum. She knows how to defend herself.
I mean, if you haven't seen Star Wars, you should probably go watch it, but not the sequel trilogy. Not that one. That one's all political commentary, if you will.
It's no longer canon, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
They took that out.
Man, dude, when I saw it, I was like, oh no. Oh, well, because the first movie was good, okay? It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
But it had 2 more movies after it to kind of
flesh out what was happening. It really laid down a lot of stuff that was like, oh, this would be interesting to explore in the future. Oh, who is this girl?
Who is this clone or stormtrooper?
Yeah, why is he black? No, okay. But I think that was an interesting thing because you never really saw in Star Wars them really explore the
stormtrooper side of things.
Yeah, because it was always like this. These people are bad. These people are good. But like when you see him take off his helmet and it's that guy, and it's a personal thing. You're like, these are like humans underneath, not just humans, but like they're people underneath these masks. And I think it was a very good, it would have been a very good way to explore a new story where it's kind of getting to the heart of good and evil and kind of takes us to a place in a society where we actually examine ourselves and kind of see what actually is right and what's wrong and what are we seeing that's actually kind of a gray area that people have strong opinions on, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would have been a great way to explore that through the eyes of a stormtrooper.
But they just decided, that's pretty much the only line that he had the entire trilogy.
Yeah,
was just him screaming after Rey, and then Rey just kicking everyone's ass. Like, in every single scene. She beat Kylo, she beat Palpatine, she beat, like, literally there's no one that could stop her.
I mean,
And they're like, yes, powerful females. And
Yeah.
it's like, you guys did nothing.
you guys
to-
did absolutely nothing to earn that. Yeah.
And then they tried to be like, oh, you know, we're training her. Because Leia was actually a secret, like, Jedi who was even better than Luke. Because they just had to have the female better than Luke.
And I mean, it's the same thing with like with John Boyega. He played Finn. He came out and said some like really bad things about the Star Wars franchise. It was, well, not about the Star Wars franchise, but how they handled those movies. Because he said that this is a quote from John Boyega. He said, "I'm the only cast member whose experience of Star Wars was based on their race." And when he says that, he explains that basically he was just cast because he was black, and they made it such like a big deal, like, oh, this guy in the trailer holding a lightsaber, who is he? Is he a Jedi? And then he just, they kind of like put him to the side and made Rey the big lead, which just takes us around to female leads in movies. And this is gonna be the big topic today, and for the rest of time until Hollywood gets their stuff together.
Because, like, there is nothing wrong with having a female lead. I mean, the first Wonder Woman, I thought was a great movie. I love that so much because
Yeah.
it gave her a little bit of background, kind of built up her character, like who she is, what she wants to do, what, like, everything, and like her abilities. And she didn't win all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's the problem, I think, with these new movies coming out. I'll give you a few examples off the top of my head. Mulan.
oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Let's just examine Mulan for a second. First of all, the original Mulan, beautiful
Amazing.
story. Beautiful story. I mean, that movie was inspiring not just for young women, but just for everybody, because it was a bigger lesson
Yeah.
there, I think the original Mulan was especially great because it was this girl who went off to war in an age where women weren't really allowed to do a lot of things, Their role was to be a wife and be a mother.
Yeah, to cook, clean,
Yeah.
everything that a wife would do.
Exactly. And this movie, I think it was such a great story because it was a story of this ordinary girl who, yeah, she might have been a little different, but she assumed a role that wasn't society's idea of what she should be, and she rose above that. And even though she wasn't the best out there, she used her own personal skill set to become one of the best fighters in China, That
Yeah.
is an amazing story, okay? Inspiring to everybody, not just little girls. Now,
They had
this
all-
takes us to 2020. Wait,
They
when
had
did that
the
movie come out?
perfect, like,
Roadmap,
layout. Yeah. All they had to do was cast a good, actor to play her.
Which- Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna bag on the actor, but
But the whole way that they went about that movie was just atrocious.
definitely horrible. I think with that movie, do you know the plot, right? You've kind of seen what it's all about. It's oh my goodness. So, first of all the great parts about the first Mulan, just
trashed.
Yeah, they're like, we don't need that. Come on, a talking dragon? No, come on, we don't need that. That dragon. Oh man, that was the best part, and they
Right?
took it out. They took it out, and it was like, oh, we don't need that. And then you know what they replaced it with?
What did they replace it with?
A phoenix, because a phoenix is more feminine than a dragon.
What? Why? Why?
Because a phoenix is more feminine than a dragon. It's, oh my god, it just baffles me, because it's like, when are they gonna realize that people do not care about the gender or like the sexual orientation of your hero? Just make a good story,
That's all
Just
we want.
Make a good story. And when you compromise the good story for a lesson on political correctness or something, it makes the whole movie a
bust, because it's like when you go to a movie, you want to escape reality.
Yeah.
Like you're going there so that you're not seeing what you see every day on the news.
and
or
on Twitter
social
and on
media.
Instagram. Yeah.
Like you are going to go see a story that is different, that is, maybe out of this world, or maybe it is in this world, but it's not just focused on all the bad things that are happening right now. Because like in the Star Wars universe,
Yeah, we'll just roll right past that one.
in the Star Wars universe, it's like there's so many different aliens, creatures. Like no one
cares. No one cares. Yeah. So when you put a female lead, obviously, like there just because she's a female lead, just to say women empowerment, it really takes you out of the story for me. And it's not because she's a woman. It's just because what they were trying to do with her. Yeah. And it's also a recurring theme in Hollywood movies where just because my hero is a female, she doesn't have to put in the work necessary to excel in her field,
She's just naturally that way, She's just always been better than every single living person.
Yeah, of course. Because
the work.
She wouldn't be a woman if she wasn't naturally better than everybody else already. You know?
Because if
she didn't come out of the womb just being the best version of her, That's
just spewing out like combatic prowess, Just
she was the chosen one immediately, That I think it's sending a very bad message, first of all, to people watching, and then also to the people that they are trying to attract. I mean, little girls who watch that and think, oh, sweet, I don't have to try. I'm already special, The thing about being special is that nobody really is special. If we're all special, then nobody is. I think Dash said it best in The Incredibles.
Yeah.
If everybody's special, then no one is. So you know how we become special? We put in the work necessary to be the best versions of ourselves we can be. And that's not going to come if you just automatically have what it takes,
Yeah. It's so annoying because they did that for Star Wars. They did that for Mulan. They did that in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
It's like, it was just so horribly written. And then it gives female leads a bad name.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's great movies out there where the female leads just crush it, absolutely crush it. I mean, first of all,
the original Terminators.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sigourney Weaver was that. Sigourney Weaver?
Yeah.
So cool. Also, a movie that I'm very excited for, Black Widow.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that because I feel like she should have had her own movie by now. I think it's ridiculous that she hasn't.
They had to kill her off.
Yeah, they had to kill her off to get her a movie. It's like written in her contract, like, hey, you get your own movie. She's like, really? Oh my, Scarlett Johansson with her like scratchy voice. Really? Oh my goodness, I get my own movie. Thank you. Like, when does it come out? Well, that's the thing. That's what we've
Is it gonna be like a 3-part thing, like Spider-Man, or like what?
Or is it a series, or maybe it's right after
Thor.
Iron Man because I was in that movie.
It's like, yeah, about that. It comes out after you die, so there probably won't be another one.
She's like, it comes out after I what?
We have to put
insert image. It comes out after I what? No, but like, I'm super excited for that movie. I think it's long overdue. Movies like Kill Bill, female lead, amazing, and they don't play off of the whole I'm a female, I'm better than you.
Yeah, like the fact that it's a female doesn't take away from the story. It just, she's the main character.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing political about it. It's
Yeah.
not trying to make this huge statement saying, oh, well, this female is just better than all these men. It's just the main character is female.
Like I said in one of our podcasts earlier, I think as soon as you start saying we're better than you, or
There can
we
be
don't
no
have
middle
to.
ground.
Yeah, we don't have to try to be good. You're skipping steps, and I don't like that. And I don't like that in any story or any movie.
Yeah, because there can be equally bad written male leads.
Yeah,
I mean, it happens all the time. And, like, you can't just make a character just stupidly strong out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Unless it's just like a gag.
yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, because thinking about comparing, we'll go back to Star Wars for a second. Comparing Rey to Anakin. Okay, Rey, they're both kind of in a way. Well, when you start out, they're kind of nobodies. I think it would have been great to kind of follow the whole Anakin thing. Not saying that you should completely recreate it, but it would have been great to see her develop as a character. That's all I ask for. But Anakin started out on a small planet. He was a stupid kid. I mean, he had some natural skill, but like he wasn't like a professional Jedi. And he had to like work. I mean, his getting super nerdy on you here, but he lost his mom. He wasn't able to save her. He wasn't
Even though
able
he
to
was
save-
correct. Remember? Because he was saying, like, I need to go save my mom. And Obi-Wan was like, no. Like, it's just your, like, mind playing games on you. Like, it's fine. It's probably nothing. And he was correct in the end.
Yeah.
And, like, that's why there was this distrust between the two.
Right.
And, like...
It's character development.
Exactly.
It's character development.
And that's why, when he saw the visions about Padme, he turned to Palpatine. Because Obi-Wan was wrong in the past.
Right.
And it's like, he had lost his father figure. He had lost his mom. He didn't want to lose his one and only love.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because, I mean, all that, the descent into madness, into this figure we call Darth Vader, it all happened in 3 movies. Do you know what happened in the 3 sequel trilogy movies? You know what happened?
Nothing.
I mean, the most interesting story was Kylo Ren. And that happened kind of in 1 movie. You didn't have to take 3 movies to do that. It's just oh my goodness. It makes me mad because, I mean, first movie started off not strong, but it was the first Star Wars movie in a long time, and it was good.
Like, yeah, exactly. I felt like it was a good start.
Mm-hmm.
They introduced all of these characters, and it was a little vague, but
I mean, that's what happens when you start like a trilogy. You kind of start off a little vague, and you kind of dive deeper into the next movies. But with the second movie, don't even get me started with the second movie. You got me started with the second movie, okay? Oh my goodness, this dude, not going to say his name, but it rhymes with Ryan Johnson.
He was like, what could be a really interesting story?
How about the whole movie, okay, listen to this, whole movie.
Okay, yeah.
A ship is being chased. We come into the shot and a ship's being chased, okay?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like it. I like
then
it.
Then we go into the second act.
Okay, of course.
A ship's being chased.
Yeah.
And they're
okay.
like getting closer. Okay.
Okay.
It's very scary for the heroes. Okay. And
then what about the third act?
Oh, the third act. Oh, it's just gonna kind of be. Well, we're gonna have this side plot where these 2 heroes that one of them we kind of cared about in the first movie, but in the second one we have never met her before, and honestly, she's a poor developed character because we don't know who she is.
Yeah,
and
of course.
we really don't care. But they go on this side mission and they get this. This is the highlight of the movie. They rescue animals from. Yeah, they rescue animals.
Wow. You know what? I like it.
That's when
approved. Yes.
That's when we know that they're good people.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Not when they blew up the other Death Star before. Not when they saved galaxies from being destroyed.
No.
When they rescued those animals, we really knew they truly had what it took.
Of course.
To be side characters.
Yeah. So that's our third act. What about the fourth act?
Well, they kind of they land on a planet, and then they're still getting chased.
Okay, yeah.
And there's we don't really get any lightsaber battles or anything, but that's okay.
So basically, we're we're in space.
Yeah.
It's a space chase.
Uh huh.
Then there's a little side mission.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, it doesn't. By the way, it doesn't matter what they're doing. They went off to get something to help the people.
Of course.
On their side get away. You know, it was supposed to help them in some way. It failed.
Oh.
Yeah. So we spend half the movie following them, and then they're
and then nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
But the lead is female, so we have a hit. We have a hit.
Yes.
Billions of dollars in the box office. We have a hit, people. Wrap it up. Let's film. Terrible.
It was awful. I
Horrible.
hated that movie. And then the choreographed fights.
Sorry, there's like an ice cream truck going by. You want to go get some ice cream?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay. That's the ice cream truck right there. Okay.
That is so. What's the deal with ice cream trucks? They've gotten creepier and creepier.
Yeah. I guess you really have to be a kid to really
Like them. Yeah.
Yeah, because whenever I see an ice cream truck now, I'm just like, you're probably gonna abduct me.
Yeah, it's so weird. I'm still scared about being abducted, and I'm 18. Like,
Well, you're also a guy.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm technically a grown man.
Sorry
technically.
to flex my privilege over here as I go on late night walks
Yeah.
and fill up my gas tank at 12.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, but then I also, I get a little points off because sometimes, I drive by a police officer and I kind of have to, straighten up a little bit. Cancel.
But, yeah, going back to poorly written characters. I mean, and then the choreograph. That's what I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have months on months to practice these fights, and like the entire time in the new Star Wars movies, I felt as though it was just sloppy.
Oh yeah. Did you see all the mistakes with like the throne room scene?
Oh,
where
gosh.
like some guy he had like two swords, and
then
then he just
one of
conveniently like just throws it off to the side so that when he gets Rey or something, he can't hit her with the other sword because that would have been an easy thing to do if you had two of them. But he just like throws it off to the side, and then it's
and
rough.
then the blade is like right at her neck, and then she lets go of the arm that's supposed to be pushing against her arm.
And he's like, "Oh well, I guess she just gave up. Might as well not kill her, And then she just stabs him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
There were so many problems. But I mean, going back to like the whole problem with, I mean, okay, even with that, if you just kind of showed me that she's progressing in some way, that somebody's training her, that she's getting to where she is by practice, and that she actually fails sometimes, if you showed me that, I would be a little bit more forgiving, okay? But you showed me none of that.
Yeah.
You didn't.
By the way, if anyone points out like, oh, she was captured, really? So Kylo Ren has this great power to just like freeze people. He never thought to use that in any of the rest of his fights against her.
Yeah.
And then when she is captured, she is somehow able to just figure out that she can control people's mind.
Oh yeah, that's just that's the Force. She tapped into the Force.
It's like
What?
if there was a Force ghost that was always with her and like tutoring her, that would have been so cool.
That would have made more sense than her just figuring it out.
Yes.
I mean, if I go to school and I'm taking like calculus 3 or something, and it's like,
And you just
they just
figure
leave
that
it
out.
there, and the teacher's like, you have to finish this test. First day in calculus 3, you have to finish this test. It's actually a calculus 4 test. Good luck, And I go in there and I'm just like, may the Force be with me,
And then ace it.
Ace it. Yeah, that's basically the equivalent of what happened. I mean, same thing happened with the Mulan movie. They replaced the whole working hard thing and achieving your success by actually trying. They replaced that with cheat. So she is born and she just has a bunch of chi. So then she kind of has to hide her chi her whole life because look at me, I have chi, I'm better than everybody else. But they can't know that because if they know I'm better than them, then I don't know what will happen. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? I don't know. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? So, like, she her whole life she has to hide her chi and make sure that nobody sees her using her extraordinary powers that she was automatically born with, the power of being a woman. And she goes off to war, and then the whole war, it's like, instead of, man, I'm really feeling for these deaths, and I need to actually save China, and, you know, I'm you know, I can embrace the fact that I'm a woman and I'm still an amazing soldier, you know? Instead of doing that, they go, hey, it's okay that you're already better than everybody else. Just show them that you're better than them already, you know? And she's like, I can take off this armor now. I don't need that because I'm a woman. And we have more chi. Little girls are like, Mommy, do I have chi? Like, no, honey. No. That's stupid.
No. Man, and then can we just talk about the whole normalized thing movement?
Oh my goodness. That is a whole nother beast. Yeah. We're at 26 minutes. You want to save that for the next...
Sure, we'll say
for the bonus episode. Well, come back to the bonus episode. No, I'm kidding. We're not there yet.
Bonus track.
Bonus episode. Bonus New Perspective podcast. Whoa.
Hey.
Wicca. 93.5. The Beat.
FM. PM. Y101.1.
FM 218. Welcome back.
In a world where the New Perspective podcast has bonus episodes, where will you find yourself?
Paying us money, hopefully. Because we would like that. Not saying you should, but you probably should.
And we wouldn't do anything to
stop you. In fact, we would help you with the link in the description.
Down below.
No.
Go ahead and join our link tree. Check out my only... No, just... Oh man.
No, but really, please do check. No, we're gonna cut.
It's pretty much the end. So
no, but with the day we start asking for money is today. All right, please. No, but I think that's going back to the women thing. We'll just wrap up on this topic, and then we can talk about the normalized culture
in the next episode.
Next episode. Episode 9 that will be. This is episode 8.
Dang.
We're almost at a full season.
Pretty much. I mean, what's a full season? 12?
I don't know. Yeah, 12 or 8 or something.
I feel like 12 is a good...
12 is a good number.
Yeah.
12 is a magic number. You take 3 times 4 and makes it 12. So it's magic. It's a magic number.
Yeah. But yeah, wrapping up on this topic, I just not rapping on the topic.
Don't tempt me. I'll do it. I'll rap on this topic.
I'm so tired of seeing poorly written women leads, because it's like, as much as I would want to see it and enjoy the movie, it's just hard when they force political correctness down your throat.
Yeah.
And every single movie is no longer about casting a good character. It's just about filling the quotas.
Yeah.
You have to have
we need to have this many
many
minorities in our movie. This person needs to be doing this amount of work in the movie to drive the plot forward, which the plot didn't drive forward, I must say. But I think as a movie industry, in terms of story, and story comes first, and plot and character development comes first, we're definitely moving backwards as opposed to moving forward. I think that there, in this effort to get these strong women leads, which it can happen, but not the way you're trying to do it. You can't. I think strong characters have strong character development, and that's what I'll end with.
Yeah. The basis of every single good movie is character development.
Yeah.
That's why the first Star Wars trilogy did so well, is because you followed Luke from this random farm boy all the way up until he was a Jedi Master.
And that's why the prequels, they didn't do too well. First off, like when they first came out, people didn't really like them. But
and
over
then
time,
they saw this.
They saw this one. They're like, "Oh, wow, this I'll take the prequels any day." Yeah. But yeah, that's our time for the podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm your host, Pineapple Express,
and I suppose I'm Banana Boat Jackson. We will see you next time. If you didn't catch the last video, go watch it. Watch the video before that, and the video before that, and
not the video before that. The one before that one that you're not supposed to watch. Watch that one.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see you next time.
Ciao.
Peace.